Hey y'all, welcome back to the Perfectly Balanced Podcast. I'm your host Destinee, and in this space, we talk about life, love, relationships, and everything in between. This space is also where we hold it down with honesty, healing, and a little humor too. Today's episode is for the men who carry a lot, but rarely say a word about it. So let's get into it. I want you to understand that this space is safe. This space is yours too. And we're going to talk about the silent pressure that you guys go through. Let's be honest and let's be real. A lot of men have been taught to carry the world on their shoulders and smile through it all. You have to be the provider, the protector, be the one who never breaks, never cries, never complains. And you also have to be the one that rarely shows emotion. But what happens when that weight gets too heavy and you feel like you just can't whisper or even say to anybody that you're just tired? You show up to work, you pay the bills, you take care of everybody. But who is checking on you? Who is taking care of you? And I'm not talking about the surface level of are you okay or are you good? But I'm talking about the kind of check-in that actually gives you room to be a human being without being judged, without feeling weak, without feeling like you're less than. So let's talk about it. Silent pressure can look a lot like staying silent through grief because you don't want to make it about you. You can make it about you because you are the one going through that grief and you are the one hurting. Everybody grieves everything. It can be a relationship. It can be friends. It can be where you thought you would be in life. It can be so many different things. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to stay silent. You can talk to somebody about it, and you should especially be able to talk to your significant other about it. And if you don't have a significant other, you should have friends that you can talk to about it as well. Understand that when you're going through things, it is about you. You are not less than for letting people know that it's about you. I feel like a lot of men put themselves on the back burner, and that's not healthy. And if your lady, your significant other, or your family is allowing that to happen, then you have a voice and you have to speak on that and you have to speak up. Another thing that looks like silent pressure and is silent pressure is taking on more hours even when you're drained because resting feels like weakness. Everybody is entitled to rest. I don't care what anybody says. I don't know where the hustle culture came from to the point of where you have to always hustle, but especially for our men, you can rest too. I understand that you have a lot on your plate and you're trying to figure everything out, but understand that you're no good to anybody if you're not resting, if you're not taking time for yourself, if you're not regrouping. If you are resting, that does not make you weak. That makes you better, because we all need to rest. You don't have to hustle all the time. You can relax a little bit. You can do things you like to, and you can take a step back. You have to have people around you that are going to allow that. Another silent pressure that you could feel is feeling isolated in a room full of people because nobody really sees what you're going through. In order for people to see or in order for people to understand, you have to speak up on it. You do not have to carry all of that on your shoulders or in your heart. People don't understand that men, especially good men, are the heart, the mind, the body, and the soul. They are the heart of the family, just like the woman is. If you are feeling isolated in a room and you feel like the pressure is getting too much, please make sure you have somebody on your side that you can talk to. You do not have to internalize whatever you are going through. And I understand that it's been years and years and years and generations of generations of generations that have said men have to be quiet, men can't show emotions, men have to do this, men have to do that. But men, especially black men, pass on at an alarming rate because of these things, because they're holding trauma, because they're holding grief, because they have nobody to talk to, and because they don't have anybody there for them. That's just food for thought. You have to get people around you who understand what you're going through. You have to get someone who is going to be there for you, even when, you're not your best self, or even when you're not at the top. You have to have somebody that's going to take on that load for you. Because sometimes you can't take on the load. Sometimes you are working so hard to figure things out, it's only so much you can take. You don't always have to show up with a brave face. You don't always have to be strong. I don't know where that came from. Men can cry too. Men can show emotions too. Don't believe what you see on social media. Don't believe what them other generations have told you. Because they're hurting just like you were hurting, and they were fed a bunch of nonsense about how you can't show your emotions and how you can't take a break sometimes, or how you can't step back sometimes and reevaluate everything around you so you can be a better person. So we talked about the silent pressure and the silent struggles. So let's talk about how you can release that pressure. Just like anybody else, including women, we can't pour from an empty bottle. You can't pour from an empty bottle either. If you have the cap on that bottle that's so tight and you just keep pouring more and more and more and more things and shaking it up, constantly shaking it up, think of it like a soda. Think of yourself like a soda. And think of all the things that you take on, and think of all the silent struggles that you don't tell nobody about, and think of all those things. Think of yourself like a bottle of soda, and you're constantly shaking it up and shaking it up and shaking it up. Eventually, you're going to explode. You have to have a release. Whether it's a hobby, whether it's talking to somebody that understands what you're going through, whether it's writing it down in a notebook, typing it out, putting it in some type of written form, working out. But you have to have some type of release. Whether it's creating, whether it's praying, and whether it's therapy. You have to let those emotions out in a healthier way. You cannot bottle it up, because you are going to be no good to not only yourself, but the people around you, and the people that love you, and the people that care about you, and the people that want to see you be great. None of what I'm saying is weak. None of what I'm saying is soft. None of what I'm saying is any of those things above. This is the healthy side of things. This is the things that women need to tell their men. These are the things that people should be telling men, but don't. But I really want you to think about that. You have to find a healthy outlet. Quite frankly, we all do. Social media ain't it. Taking on more ain't it. Keeping yourself busy so you won't feel is not it. Find healthy ways to release those emotions. Because you can be sad. You can have a hard time. You can feel some type of way. You could be going through things, but you have to have a healthy outlet and not bottle up everything all of the time. And if you are a lady that's listening, this isn't just a conversation that you're witnessing. It's one that you need to understand too. Sometimes the strongest man in your life does not need advice. He needs a space. And not only does he need a space, he needs a safe space. Because this world is already hard on that man enough. Especially a black man. He is taking care of you. He is taking care of bills. He is taking care of the kids. He is taking care of his career. He is taking care of this. He is taking care of that. And he can't even open up and talk to you because he is afraid of what you might say or what you might do. Be his safe space. Don't take a good man for granted. Because you're going to end up with no man. Let's be honest. Don't force him to open up. But when he does open up, be a listening ear. Be there. Be safe. Understand him. Help him out. Don't let him take on everything. I know it's in a man's nature to take on everything, but I honestly believe that men shouldn't have to take on everything. You're in a relationship for a reason. Men shouldn't have to take on everything by themselves. While women just sit pretty and look pretty and just do whatever they want to do. While the man is in the background struggling, trying to make sure y'all are okay. Help him. Help him. Help him out. Be there for him. Not to every man that's listening. You're allowed to feel. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to be a human being. You are not a robot. I need you to find healthy outlets. I need you to feel good waking up every day, even when things aren't the best. I want you to feel good. Women, understand that these men, just because they show a smile or have a smile or look like they don't have anything going on, they could have everything going on and have nobody to talk to about it. Men need community. Men need friends. Men need somebody that's going to be there for them, whether it's a significant other, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member. Men need love too. Men need help too. Understand that this podcast is for you. Whatever male is listening, this ain't just about us ladies. I've had the opportunity to be around males and to get an understanding of how they think and to get an understanding of how they feel. And it is okay to not be okay. I'll say it again. It is okay to not be okay. Find things you enjoy. Find things that make your eyes light up, that make your heart full. Find a community that's going to help you And not only that, find a significant other that's also going to help you. Because in my opinion, a relationship is about pouring into each other's cups. If you need a break, she needs to be able to take on the brunt. If she needs a break, you need to be able to take on the brunt. It's not 50-50. It will always be 100-100. And if you're both not putting 100-100, then y'all don't need to be together. Sometimes somebody's not going to be able to put in 100. And that other person has to put 150. If you are not willing to do that for your man, then just leave him alone. This episode is for the fellas. All my episodes are really for everybody, but this episode specifically is for men. It's for the men that don't talk about what they're going through. It's for the men that are quiet. It's for the men that stay to themselves. It's for the men that don't really have a lot of people around because, hey, they done got burnt by friends, by family. This is for y'all. So what we're going to do is we're going to find healthy outlets. We're going to find things that make our hearts full. We're going to find the joy in little things. We're going to find community that can help us along those tough times. And we are also going to get help from our significant others and lean on them a little bit more. Because as a man, yes, you can take on more. But in my personal opinion, you shouldn't have to take on more. That's just food for thought for me. And it does not make you weak. It does not make you less than. And if your lady or your significant other is saying that it makes you weak or saying that it makes you less than, you need to reevaluate them. If that significant other is always downplaying everything you do, you need to reevaluate them. If that significant other always has something slick to say, reevaluate. You're in a relationship to make each other better. It's not a give and take type thing. You both have to give. I hope this helps someone. Thank you for listening. This is the Perfectly Balanced Podcast. I'm your host, Destinee. Make sure you share this episode with someone who might need it, because I personally believe there's a man out there that needs it. Make sure you are kind to your man. Make sure you are there for your man. And make sure you're not putting so much pressure on him. Make sure he can talk to you about things. Thanks again for listening. Make sure you share this with somebody. And make sure you comment and let me know what you thought about this episode.